So I want to share something with you all that the Holy Spirit brought to my attention that I was not even aware of, or it wasn't even on my mind. So at the beginning of December, I decided to go in a calorie deficit because I am trying to reduce body fat. So with this process, I decided to get with a fitness coach. Because when it comes to tracking calories, protein, fat, carbs, that's not me. That's not me. Could I do it? Yes. But time consuming, very much. And I don't have the time to do it. So I decided to get with a fitness coach who customized meal plans for me when it comes to carbs, protein, fat, just structured around what I need. Well, I started on December the 29th. 3 weeks into the calorie deficit, I had lost 8 pounds. Posted a video, well, not a video, posted a side-by-side pic of where I was and where I began and where I was 3 weeks after being in a calorie deficit. And I was proud of myself. I really was. Although it had only been 3 weeks, I think I had ate out twice on New Year's Day for my daughter-in-law's birthday, and then I ate out again on my birthday. But even though I was in a calorie deficit and I ate out both times, I got a salad, so I was still good. Down 8 pounds, noticed that my body fat percentage had dropped. Very proud, and you can definitely see it in the pictures. And I'm going to try to insert it if I remember how to insert it in the picture. If I remember how to insert a picture in the video. However, Super Bowl Sunday, my family had a party, but I had a plan. I already had a meal. My meal for that day my dinner for that day was a Caesar salad. So I had already prepared it and said I was going to take it. That's how I was going to stay on track. I was going to eat it at my family's house for the Super Bowl party. Well, we left to go to the Super Bowl party, and I left my not a Caesar salad. It was a Caesar chicken wrap. I left it on the table. And my honey bun asked if I wanted to turn around, and I said no, I was good. So we didn't turn around. Long story short, at the Super Bowl party, now my family, anyway, long story short, I ended up eating a couple of chicken salad croissants. I ate what I brought basically, which was Ingles chicken salad on some Sam's Club croissants. Then I decided to taste a dessert that my sister made. I took like a bite. Then my other sister brought some brownies from Walmart. And those brownies melt in your mouth. I mean, as soon as you just bite into it, it just melt. Needless to say, I ate one too many brownies. And then I ended up eating a cookie. And I could just tell, because while I've been in this calorie deficit, I have only been eating all natural sugars. I hadn't been eating any processed sugars. Needless to say, while it was good in a temporary and it was good in a moment, I overindulged. It was completely a sin what I did. I'm going to just be completely honest. It was a sin. Now, I was at 150 3 weeks into the calorie deficit. I felt my body was just so uncomfortable. Not only was it uncomfortable, I got on the scale before I went to bed that night and it said 154. I had gained 4 pounds. Just upset with myself. The next day I'm at the gym and I told my sister, I said, I feel like I got a sugar hangover. Like I don't had a hangover before from alcohol, but I felt like I had a sugar hangover. That's how bad my body felt. But I was in the gym. I still worked out, but my body was basically telling me no. I told God, I said, I've learned my lesson. I said, the next time if I leave my food, I will stop at Zaxby's and get a grilled chicken salad versus saying, no, we good, and trying to maintain. But one of the things the Holy Spirit revealed to me was, because I kept repeating it. I kept ruminating over what I had done, and I kept saying negative things I kept being disappointed in myself, basically. And one of the things the Holy Spirit revealed to me while I was in the gym during that week after the Super Bowl party was, why are you expecting perfection from yourself when God doesn't? I heard the Holy Spirit say, God doesn't expect perfection from you, but progress. So why are you expecting yourself to be perfect on this journey that you're on when it comes to reducing body fat? God doesn't expect you to be perfect. So that's something I want you to remind yourself. The next time you fall short or you come up short about something and you find yourself ruminating over what you did, remind yourself that God doesn't expect you to be perfect. So why are you expecting perfection out of yourself? Now, needless to say, when I got back on the scale the following week and did my check-in, I was back down to the weight that I was prior to the Super Bowl party. I mean, I put in the work. I made sure I got back on track. And of course, I did my workouts at the gym. However, be mindful that God doesn't expect you to be perfect, but he does expect us to progress in this journey with him. He does expect us to become better versions of ourselves, but he doesn't expect perfection.